Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's your man Adam Ace Spencer here today with another video. Today, answering the question, how long does it take for a secured credit card to become unsecured? So, to start and just showing you a really simple chart, remember, this is nothing like what I experienced, and maybe many others watching this as well. But as you can see, the chart titled, How Long Card Issuers Take for a Secure Card to Become Unsecured. American Express. No secured cards on offer. Bank of America, no predetermined time period. Capital One, after 6 months of account opening. Now, let's keep this in mind, okay? Chase Bank, no secure cards on offer. Citi, after 18 months of account opening. Discover, after 7 months of account opening. US Bank, after 12 months of account opening. And Wells Fargo, no predetermined time period. Now, of course, this isn't, the set guarantee date or period that you will be upgraded. This is just when they will start to consider you for potentially being upgraded from a secured card to a unsecured card. All right, my friends. So we jumped into my Gmail account and an email that I received from Capital One back on June 9th, 2013, when I was approved for my secured credit card. And it says, congratulations, you've taken the first step toward building strong credit. Whew, the journey begins, right? Back in 2013. This, for me personally, I've been on like not the traditional journey. I did go to college, but I left for like 5-6 years and I went back and, this, that, and the other. So my everything, most things that I've experienced never really aligned with like the normal standard of what it's supposed to be or what you should do. So that being said, at this point in my kind of credit building journey, I was starting to say, hey, I need to rebuild my credit because it had been completely torn down. I was down in the 500s during probably this time or right before it. And, maybe I was getting in the 600s at this time. But either way, it was nowhere near where it is today. And I wasn't entirely focused on rebuilding my credit, but I knew it's something that's important. And I knew it's something I need to start to fix. And this was the first step that I really took to fixing my credit. And now when you jump over here, you can see the email that I received from Capital One saying, congratulations, you've earned your security deposit back. This came on December 10th, 2020. So the last email that I showed you was when I was first approved from Capital One for my secured credit card. And that was back in 2013. Now, in 2020, I finally was promoted, upgraded from the secure card to the Platinum Mastercard. And how much money did they give me? A whopping $500, which, hey, if they didn't have to give me, they could have given me maybe 250 or 300. I don't know. Obviously, they certainly could have given me much more, similar to other banks, other institutions, but hey, I will take it. When I was promoted, I was actually excited. I was amped. I know some people out there really discourage and don't like Capital One. And I will advise anyone out there who is on that rebuilding or building journey to consider working with Capital One to help them with building their credit or rebuilding it. In my particular case, like I said, wasn't a clear direct shot. This wasn't my main priority. I was still like living life. I still wasn't, maybe there might have been times I didn't pay on time or, I always carried balances back then. That was a given. Even now, sometimes I still do. But back then it wasn't a question in my mind like, oh, I was the minimum balance or whatever until I came across a good amount of money. I can throw more at it, but minimum balance. Those aren't things you want to do. But at the minimum, I'm staying in fine standing with them, and I was able to eventually prove to them that I was worthy of an upgrade, in which now I have two cards with Capital One, and one I can't remember if it's this one or the other one, but one is like $4,000, and so not much compared to like my Chase credit cards, but it's still better than $500 that you see here. So either way, getting in the door with them, I think, is the most important thing, or kind of any institution. And once you're established with them, you're able to then more easily attain another card where you've worked with them all this time, you've built up your credit, and you've proven to them that you are a trustworthy individual who can borrow money and pay back that money. Because that's the most important thing people forget. They're like, oh, I hate this institution. Then they're so stingy. I mean, hey, that institution may have gotten burned pretty badly for all we know. They might have lent us money and you know learn the hard way. Or who knows? I can't really speak to their practices on that level. I agree. Some institutions like Capital One, it's harder to get them to increase your limit. However, that might not be what you should look at them for. And instead, rely on them as a institution to help you with rebuilding or building your credit. So, my friends, feel free to leave a comment down below with your thoughts about not specifically Capital One, but maybe my journey in terms of how long it took, 2013 to 2020. That's quite a while, right? Now, maybe it took you much longer. Maybe it was much more easily and more aligned with what we see here in this chart, especially if this is your case. I would definitely like to hear from you. For me, like I said, at the time, I knew I had to rebuild my credit, but I wasn't entirely focused on it like I am, these days. Over the past 2 years, I would say 3 years, I've been more, I've spent my own time and, doing research and looking into things and actually implementing what I learned compared to before. Back then, also really quickly, we didn't have like YouTube as a platform to help with educating to the extent that it exists today. 2013, I think it was around, but I don't think we were using it like this. Definitely not. I mean, I got my old channels, and you can go look on those channels. You're going to see, like, I don't know, probably my video production content, maybe my Welcome to Beantown interview series, things like that, or sports, things like that. But otherwise, yeah, wasn't as much educational and real life content like you see here, at least on this channel, where you actually see the emails, you actually see my credit score, credit cards that I get. A lot of people make these channels and make content talking about things that they'll just learn about on other channels, haven't actually implemented, and nothing's wrong with that. There will be things that I try to share with you guys that it might align with that same exact thing and might be something I'm interested in exploring myself, but haven't yet. So I'm not knocking that, but I think it also has a little more oomph to it when I can share a chart like this and then say, but hey, in real life, it took me 7 years or 6.5 years or however long it was. So I don't want people to be discouraged. I want you to be motivated and understand, hey, maybe it's taken you quite a while to get your secured card to be unsecured. Maybe you're still going at it. You're like, man, when is this going to turn? Hopefully, again, this is helping to motivate you or encourage you or just letting you see a real life experience that someone, maybe the credit building journey isn't always as easy as people make it seem and sound. And maybe you're going to have to deal with these obstacles and these additional hurdles and things that you weren't expecting. That's life. And, being persistent, though, and consistent is the key, and sticking with it. Because after all, like I always say on my other channel, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And, I was a sprinter in high school. So for me, that challenge, that concept was a little difficult to understand and embrace because, we're all about instant gratification. I want to win today, not next year. And, I'm finally in a place, though, where my credit score is in the 770s, 760s. And I'm comfortable, right? I'm not where I want to be. Definitely not. But I'm comfortable and I'm fine. I'm still motivated, though, and I still want to get better. I still have credit goals. And I think that's what it really comes down to. Not everyone is me. Not everyone needs to have goals of reaching 800 for your credit score. Maybe 750 is your ultimate goal, but again, even getting to that point, you might have to set smaller goals to help you move forward along that journey. And I hope these videos help motivate you and continue to guide you forward towards those goals. So, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you guys, again, found this video helpful, motivational, encouraging. If so, definitely smash that like button. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming video content. But all right, my friends, you already know I got to keep it moving. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace.